Imagine being one of the youngest and most celebrated athletes in the world, only to end up in a prison cell decades later. This is the unbelievable story of Boris Becker, a tennis prodigy who won Wimbledon at just 17, amassed a $170 million fortune, and lost it all in one of the most shocking downfalls in sports history. Let's go back to where the rise of Boom Boom Becker began. As we do so, please hit the subscribe button. In 1985, an unknown 17-year-old German named Boris Becker burst onto the global tennis scene. Unseeded and underestimated, he stunned the world by winning Wimbledon, becoming the youngest male player in history to claim the prestigious title, a record he still holds today. With his good looks, explosive serves, and iconic diving volleys, Becker was quickly nicknamed Boom Boom. He wasn't just a tennis player, he was a cultural phenomenon. Songs were written about him, species were named after him, and he even gifted his rackets to the Pope. Back home in Germany, he was a national hero, revitalizing the country's interest in tennis. But fame and fortune came with challenges the young Becker was unprepared to face. Becker's career was nothing short of extraordinary. By the time he was 22, he had won multiple Grand Slam titles, a Davis Cup for Germany, and even held the world #1 ranking. Unlike many athletes, he openly stated that he wasn't playing for the money, but for the love of the sport, even donating significant portions of his winnings to charity. But his $170 million fortune didn't just come from tennis. Becker ventured into business, launching a tennis racket and apparel line, working as a commentator for the BBC, and later coaching Novak Djokovic from 2014 to 2016. During his coaching tenure, Djokovic achieved one of the most dominant tennis seasons in history, further cementing Becker's relevance in the sport. But where did the downfall begin? Despite his successes, the cracks in Becker's financial empire began to show early. His troubles weren't limited to the court. His personal life and risky business ventures played a significant role in his downfall. In 1993, Becker married German model Barbara Feltus. Their relationship faced intense public scrutiny, often marred by racist criticism due to Feltus's mixed-race heritage. The couple had 2 children and were seen as a glamorous yet progressive family. However, behind closed doors, their marriage was reportedly strained, and this tension contributed to Becker's mid-career slump. The real turning point came in 2000, after a loss at Wimbledon that marked the end of Becker's professional career. That night, Becker had a one-night stand with Russian waitress Angela Ermakova in a broom closet at London's Nobu restaurant. The affair resulted in a child and a phone call to Becker's home demanding $5 million in child support. Becker's wife, Barbara, answered the call, leading to a divorce that cost him $14.4 million, their Florida condo, and custody of their 2 children. Becker later described the incident as the most expensive 5 seconds of my life. Business failures and lavish spending. Becker's financial mismanagement extended to his business ventures. He launched multiple failed projects, including Sportgate, a bankrupt.com sports website, Boris Becker TV, an internet TV channel that quickly went defunct, Dubai Real Estate, a failed mega-project called the Boris Becker Business Tower, Nigerian oil and gas investments, questionable ventures that reportedly lost him $10 million. Despite his dwindling income, Becker continued living lavishly, with expensive holidays, fine dining, and luxury properties. His biographer, Christian Schommers, remarked that Becker lived as though he were still earning millions from tennis, tax evasion, and bankruptcy. In 2002, Becker faced legal trouble for tax evasion. He falsely claimed to live in Monaco, a tax haven, while actually residing in Munich. This deception cost him $1.7 million in back taxes, a 2-year suspended sentence, and a $500,000 fine. By 2017, Becker's financial situation had worsened dramatically. A British court declared him bankrupt over an unpaid loan of nearly $5 million on his Spanish estate, which had fallen into disrepair and was reportedly occupied by squatters. He also defaulted on a $1.6 million loan with an outrageous 25% interest rate. In a desperate attempt to avoid bankruptcy proceedings, Becker claimed diplomatic immunity, citing a supposed appointment as the Central African Republic's attaché for sports in the EU. However, the country's foreign minister denied this, revealing that Becker's diplomatic passport was part of a batch stolen in 2014. Prison sentence and the final blow. In 2022, Becker was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for concealing assets during bankruptcy proceedings. He was found guilty of hiding hundreds of thousands of dollars, shares in a tech firm, and a property in Germany to avoid repaying creditors. Forced to auction his trophies and memorabilia to cover debts, Becker's fall from grace was complete. Today, Boris Becker's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of fame, financial mismanagement, and personal excess. From his meteoric rise as the youngest Wimbledon champion to his shocking fall into bankruptcy and prison, Becker's life is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. If you found this story fascinating, like and subscribe for more captivating tales about the rise and fall of your favorite celebrities. Let us know in the comments. What do you think was Boris Becker's biggest mistake?